Episode title, China's Bold Move, Testing the Limits of American Allies. Intro music, midnight to 0:30. Host, welcome to Global Insights, a podcast exploring the complexities of international relations. I'm your host, Name. Today, we're discussing China's recent aggressive behavior towards American allies, and what this means for the future of global politics. China has stepped up its abuse of Australia, the Philippines, and Japan, with a series of provocative actions that have raised eyebrows in Washington. Segment 1, China's Escalating Aggression, 0:30 to 10 o'clock. Host, China has been rapidly expanding its military presence in the Asia-Pacific region, with a focus on asserting its dominance over disputed territories. This has led to a significant increase in tensions with neighboring countries, including Australia, the Philippines, and Japan. For example, China's recent deployment of warships to the South China Sea has sparked concerns about freedom of navigation and territorial claims. We're joined now by Dr. Expert's Name, a leading analyst on China's foreign policy. Dr. Expert's Name, can you walk us through China's motivations behind this behavior? Expert, thank you for having me. China believes that the current U.S. administration, under President Donald Trump, is more focused on domestic issues and less concerned with traditional American alliances. China is testing the waters, so to speak, to see how far it can push without facing significant backlash from the U.S. Host, that's a fascinating perspective. And it's not just limited to military aggression. China has also been using economic coercion to influence the policies of these countries. For instance, China has imposed trade restrictions on Australia and the Philippines, in an effort to exert pressure on their governments. Can you elaborate on this strategy? Expert, yes, certainly. China has been using its economic muscle to exert pressure on these countries, by imposing trade restrictions, investing in strategic sectors, and even using tourism as a political tool. This is a classic example of China's sharp power approach, where it uses its economic influence to achieve its strategic objectives. Segment 2, Implications for American Allies, 10 to 1800 hours. Host, the implications of China's actions are far-reaching, with significant consequences for American allies in the region. Australia, the Philippines, and Japan are all important partners for the U.S., and China's aggression is putting a strain on these relationships. Dr. Expert's Name, how do you think the U.S. should respond to China's provocations? Expert, the U.S. needs to reassure its allies that it will stand by them in the face of Chinese aggression. This could involve increased military cooperation, economic support, and diplomatic engagement. The U.S. should also work with other like-minded countries to present a united front against China's expansionist policies. Host, and what about the role of other regional players, such as India, South Korea, and Taiwan? How do you see them fitting into this complex landscape? Expert, these countries will play a critical role in shaping the regional dynamics. India, in particular, has been strengthening its military ties with the U.S. and other regional partners, in an effort to counterbalance China's influence. South Korea and Taiwan, on the other hand, are facing significant pressure from China, and will need to navigate this complex landscape carefully. Segment 3, Conclusion and Future Outlook, 18 to 2200 hours. Host, as we conclude today's episode, it's clear that China's bold move is a calculated risk, designed to test the limits of American power and influence. The U.S. response will be crucial in shaping the future of the Asia-Pacific region. Dr. Expert's Name, what's your final assessment of the situation? Expert, China's actions are a wake-up call for the U.S. and its allies. It's time for a cohesive and coordinated response to counter China's expansionist policies. The future of global order and stability hangs in the balance. Host, thank you, Dr. Expert's Name, for sharing your insights with us today. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Global Insights. Join us next time as we explore more complex issues shaping our world. Outro music, 22 to 2300 hours.